Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Jessica and this is Unite Inside, and we help people unite with all the parts inside of them. And in this video, this is a continuation of our last video about how to create a new identity and the secret, the identity loop. Okay, and so I want to truly show you how I did it, how I started shifting my identity into my desired identity so that I can manifest and be a vibrational match of my desired reality. Because as I said in the other video, the most important thing that a lot of people don't understand is that your identity is who you are, and who you are is what you manifest. Okay, so you need to change who you are, who you think you are, that you're holding on to. Okay, so to do this, what I did from my own experience is I actually discovered the vibration of my soul. What we want to do, the first step to take, is to actually discover your soul's essence. You have to know what your soul's essence feels like, and how does it feel like to be a vibrational match to it. How does it feel like to finally discover who you actually are, which is your soul's frequency. You have to understand some things about your soul's frequency. Is that there is a difference between your soul, your true self, your soul's essence, and your ego. Because your ego, which is your identity, is just an identity that you're holding on to. It's an identity. It can be anything. It can be good or it can be bad, actually. And most of our identities are actually bad because they're operating from a lower consciousness. They're not really who we actually are. We are this being of light that is connected to source energy all the time. We are joy. Our vibration is so high. We are excitement. We are love. We are the frequency of love, the frequency of acceptance. We are all of that. And when we come into this earth and we start to experience trauma, what happens is that we create an identity, an ego that we're holding on to. It's really just what we think we are, not really who we actually are. And the reason why it's important to discover who you actually are is so that you can create an identity, a new identity, which is going to be from where you're going to manifest, and you're going to create a new identity that matches the vibration of your soul. Why is this important? Because I want to tell you that whatever identity that is the old identity that you are trying to release is actually, if it's not getting you what you want, it's actually in resistance of your true self. Because your true self is who you want to be. When you are in your true self's vibration, it resonates with you. It feels good. It feels freeing. It feels happy. It doesn't feel tense. It doesn't feel stuck. It doesn't feel, like you're not able to be free, like a present. It doesn't feel like that. And if you have limiting beliefs, or if you feel this way about yourself, about your identity, if your identity feels like you are in a prison, like you can't be yourself, like that's exactly the opposite vibration of your soul. Because your soul's vibration is expanded. It's big. You have to know your soul's vibration is this, how it feels like is, it feels like you have unlimited potential. There is no limits. You can't be feeling like you're going to be limited as a person, because your soul is always expanding. Okay? And every time you go through a bad experience, you actually expand into who you actually want to be. And so your true essence, your true soul's essence, feels good, feels high vibrational, and also feels like it resonates with you. It doesn't feel like, I don't want to be this person, or I hate myself. If you hate yourself, if you say, oh, I hate myself, I hate who I am, because it's not who you are. It's just who you think you are. You have to understand this is not the vibration of your true soul, okay? Because your true soul, if you really truly got in contact with it, you're gonna feel so happy. You're gonna feel so amazing. It feels literally so good, like it feels like bliss. Once you come face to face with the vibration of your soul, it is nothing like your ego. And so what can you do to actually discover the vibration of your soul? The first thing to do is to actually start meditating. Why? It's because meditation puts you in a vibrationless flow, and then you can feel into your vibrational soul. You can feel into the vibration of your soul. When you actually get into meditation, what I want you to do is practice a meditation that's called the awareness meditation. What you're going to do is that you're going to close your eyes and become aware, just aware, and notice everything that's happening in your body. Feelings, sensations, tingling, thoughts, everything. I want you to just notice it. And what I also want you to do is feel into an awareness. That's who you are. It feels like this space that is very big, that can be anything. It's like very bendable. And I want you to feel into, instead of instead of identifying with your thoughts and your feelings or sensations or everything that's happening in your body, I actually want you to observe it and see the difference between you that's observing it and between it. See that you are just noticing it and that it is inside of you, it is with you, but it is not really you because you are noticing it. If it was you, you wouldn't be able to notice it. And I want you to really dig into this. Do this exercise every day, every morning for at least 10 minutes. And you can gradually make it more. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Just make it bigger and bigger at your capacity. Why is this exercise important? It's because that's how you're going to be able to see a glimpse of your soul. And I also want you to stay with yourself for as long as you can until you're able to feel the presence of who you are. Feel that presence, feel the gratitude of just being with yourself in this moment. Feel the moment deep down, merge with the moment. Feel everything about yourself so deeply. And this exercise gets deeper and deeper the more you do it. A lot of us are so holding on to this old identity that we have, to our ego, to the point that we don't know the difference between who we actually are and our ego. You have thoughts. You have feelings. You are not thoughts. You are not feelings. You are not the feelings. You are not the thoughts. You have thoughts. You have feelings. And this is the exercise that will actually get you to really understand this truth about yourself. Then who am I really? You can ask yourself, who am I really? You are who you want to be. You can be anything. You're not bound. You're not bounded, and you're not you're not tied to anything. You don't have to be this way or this way. But you have to understand that your ego is scared, and that's why it's holding on to your old belief system. It's because there is fear, and when there is fear, there is actually resistance. Because if you feel afraid, what happens is that your ego feels afraid, and it's going to try to hold on to certain limiting beliefs because it's scared of experiencing them. And when that happens and that resistance is there, you actually can't create your new identity. You can't match the vibration of your soul. You can't become who you actually are. And I want to tell you who you actually are. Who you actually are is who you want to be. Because your vibration, your true vibration's essence is high. It's a high frequency. It can't be that it is that you're not good enough. It can't be that you're not worthy. This is impossible. The truth of who you are is not that you are unworthy. It's just that you're scared. You're just so afraid, to the point that you're not really afraid, actually. It's just your ego that's really afraid, to the point that it has been in the driver's seat of your reality. And so if you really, really want to create a new life, you have to match the vibration of your soul. I want to tell you something about the vibration of your soul. Like I said, every time you go through the opposite experience that you want, every time you go through pain or guilt or trauma, whatever it is, you create a desire. There is a desire that gets created within you. This desire is pure. It's coming from your beingness, your inner being expanded. And when your inner being expands, what happens in that moment is that your soul is already the vibration of what you want to manifest. It's instantly that vibration. It is it. Because you have to know you came here in this world to become more of who you actually are. Okay? And so who you actually are is joy. Who you actually are is compassion. Who you actually are is passion. Who you actually are is bliss. Who you actually are is gratitude. And so with this knowing, everything that feels good, feels amazing, feels opening, feels like faith, feels like trust, feels like safety, feels like, feels like happiness. All of that is who you actually are, and it's who you are meant to be. And so you're meant to live a life with an identity of who you want to be, and not with an identity of who someone else told you to be. But you're only holding on to that reality of who you think you are because you are afraid and there is resistance. So the first step to letting this go is to actually find out what that resistance is. Like, for example, if you want to become rich, but you have an identity of a poor person, ask yourself, what is it that is actually making me so afraid that I can't release this identity of being poor? When you dig deeper into this, you realize that there is a belief there that says, I am not worthy. I'm not worthy of becoming rich. I don't know if I'm worthy of it. When you dig deeper, you're going to see that there is a fear that you might actually not be good enough for becoming, to become rich. You're going to realize that maybe I'm not good enough for it. Maybe I don't have what it takes to become rich. Maybe I'm not lucky enough. There's all these limiting beliefs. When you dig even deeper, you're going to realize it's actually fears. It's fears that happened from your experience, from your trauma, from pains that you've endured in your life. And so you have to start healing them. The only way is to come face to face with them and become aware of them. Once you become aware of these beliefs, you can actually release them, because you can ask yourself deeper and deeper questions about, why am I holding on to it? And then you can reach a point where you can ask yourself, can I make the choice? Can I make the decision to let go? To let go of this identity. And if you feel as though your ego is like, no, I can't do it, there's this resistance, dig deeper. Why can't you do it? Ask yourself more questions. I can't do it because, oh my God, I actually feel this, like, I feel like I'm gonna fail, or there's always like this fear of something. I'm gonna experience pain. I'm gonna find out that maybe I don't deserve to get what I want. Okay? And then you can work with that by doing healing exercises. I have videos about healing methods that you can actually use that will 100% help you to release these types and layers of your ego. Okay? And now let's talk more about your vibrational essence, your soul's vibration, your soul's frequency. Okay? So I want to give you more exercises that you can do at home that will actually help you to be more close to this vibration of your soul. So the vibration of your soul, you can start practicing high vibrational frequencies like faith, like joy, like excitement, And when you do it, I want you to feel the resonance, feel the remembrance of who you actually are. Feel so happy, so involved in your life, so grateful. And I want you to remind yourself, this is who I actually am. I am this vibration. I am joy. I am light. This is who I actually am. Remind yourself that this is who you are, okay? And feel it so deeply that your intuition awakens, that you start to feel, this is what resonates with me. This is who I have always been. You have to understand this. You have to start letting yourself experience more of your soul's essence. Let yourself desire. What are the things that you desire? How would it feel if you have them? And feel more of that. Visualize and feel, get into create that momentum within you. Okay? Because the more you do that, the more you are in contact with your soul's frequency. Okay? And at the same time, you don't have to reject any other parts of you. You don't have to reject the ego part of you, your old identity that you're trying to release. You don't have to reject it. You can actually get in touch with the love that you already have within you, with the joy that you already have within you, with the happiness and gratitude that you already have within you, and start activating it more. And at the same time, you can give that love to those parts of you that don't feel it. You can start identifying more. Okay, this is what I want you to do, is I need you to identify with your soul's essence and not your ego. Even if you have your ego, don't identify with it. Don't say that this is who I am. Start expanding your perspective about yourself more and more every day. Start getting to know who you actually are more and more on a vibrational level by practicing that awareness exercise that I told you about. Maybe you can ask the universe, start connecting more to love within you, to the presence within you, to light, all of that. And I want you to meditate more. You have to meditate every day. If you haven't reached that point where you're like, I know the difference between me, my actual true self and my ego, then you really have to practice more meditation. And this specific one, awareness meditation. And get more in touch, like I said, let yourself feel higher vibrational feelings every day. Like consciously. Do this consciously. And also let yourself get in contact with who you actually want to be. Because that's who you are. Who you want to be is who you are. It resonates with you. It's who you want to be. It's not who you want to be for no reason. It's who you want to be for a reason. It's because it's what you're meant to be. Okay? You have to understand that. You're not meant to be anything limiting. Okay? We are always becoming more and more and more. If you feel that there is something limiting within you, it is your ego. It is not who you actually are. And your ego can feel very like intense. It can be like this big layer of like your ego, so strong, and it can be hard to break it down. And we're not trying to break it down. What we're really trying to do is just be with it and ask it more questions so that you can release these beliefs. You have to find out what fear you have that is making you hold on to your old identity. Because I want you to understand this. You don't just hold on to an identity for no reason. You always hold on to an identity because there is a resistance, something you're afraid of. So ask your soul. Ask your ego. Sit with yourself, with your soul, and ask your ego, what are you afraid of? What is the resistance? What are you resistant of? What are you afraid of? Is it this amount of pain? Is it that you might find out that you can't get what you want? Whatever it is. Because once you find out what it is, it's going to be easy to let go of your old identity. Okay? And what we're doing is we're creating a new identity that literally matches the vibration of your soul. Okay? You're going to start thinking and feeling and acting as your new version, as the person that you want to be, as the person that you would like to be, as the person that you resonate with the most, as who you actually are. So this is the truth. The truth is, who you actually are is literally who you want to be. Why? Because every time you have a desire, you expand and you become already that vibration. It is already in your soul's frequency already. Okay? And so all you have to do is match it. That's all. And if you want to create an identity that is new of who you actually want to be, there is a step for this. And it's a very, very important step that once you actually reach a point where you're able to do this, I promise you, you're going to be able to move in your life and walk in your life with a new identity, with a new attitude, with a new frequency, with a new momentum that's constantly being created within you, that you can create constantly within you, that will 100% help you to match the vibration of your desired reality. Once you do that, once you match the vibration of your soul and you become a new identity of who you want to be, I promise you, your reality does not have any other choice but to match it. But at first, you have to practice the vibration of your desired reality. And the reason for that is because it doesn't matter. Your circumstances don't matter. Your circumstances are just a reflection of your old beliefs, your old feelings that you decided to practice. That's just what it is. Your old state of being. And so, I don't know if you're familiar with Bashar, but he always talks about your circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters. And so that's true. Once you change from within and make the change, make the shift, you're not going to care what's happening outside of you. You're not going to care if someone is not treating you good, or if you're seeing from your reality that you're not getting what you want. You know within that you are what you want, and you just choose to match it. You just choose to align with it. Okay? And so I'm going to make another video about this. It's going to be part 3, and I'm going to truly show you how to match and become and create from the start this new identity. Okay? And if this really interests you and you really want to do the work that is required to take you from your old reality to creating your new reality, and how to release those beliefs, how to examine these limiting beliefs, how to release the resistance, you can actually join my program, because it is what I do with my clients. I actually help them to release this and to create a new identity. We release everything, we unpack your patterns, and we also create your new identity. Okay? We literally create it from the start, and how to keep going, how to consistently shift from your old identity to your new identity. Okay? Your desired identity, so that you can match your desired reality. If this sounds great, you can actually contact me via Facebook, and the link of it is going to be in this video. Okay, in the information section about this video, it's going to be there. Okay, so if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and comment. And I am so excited to have this journey with you. I'll see you in the next video.